And a very pleasant good morning and happy new year. Happy 2025. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. Hope everybody's having a beautiful morning, and I'm so excited to be sharing this with you. Now, what I am doing, why I'm going live right now is that I did an experiment a few years ago. I did an experiment a few years ago where I went live every day in January. I did 30 days of lives. And that was such a big reset for me personally, as well as in my business, as well as just my confidence, that I wanted to try something like that again here because I think, as most of y'all know, 2024 was rough for me. I went through it. I went through it. But as you can clearly see, I survived. I'm thriving. And I'm ready to really reset and rewrite the story of not only who I am, but who my business is, and what my business is, and who I am as an author, because this is an important year. This is an important year. This is the 10-year anniversary of me becoming a published author for the first time. And I've got big plans to celebrate this. I've got big, big plans to celebrate this. But I was thinking last night about one of my dad's favorite sayings is that to be a success in this world, you've got to see and you've got to be seen. In other words, you've got to go out there, make relationships with people, but you've also got to be visible and you've got to be public. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So for the next 7 days, I'm going to be going live on a topic that I've already, planned about. And I think it should be an interesting experience, not just for me, but I believe you guys can take some value from that as well. And I wanted to start here today, just kind of on the topic of beginnings, because this is the beginning of a new day. Today is the beginning of a new day. It's the beginning of a new year. It's the beginning of a new story. And I want to read something to you. And if you've been following me a while, you probably know that I share this every year, but I'm doing it in a little bit of a different way this year. And what I want to read to you is this. This is a post made by a man on January 1st, 1969. And it reads, "This year I will be more thoughtful of my fellow man, exert more effort in each of my endeavors, professionally as well as personally. Take love wherever I find it and offer it to everyone who will take it. In this coming year, I will seek knowledge from those wiser than me and try to teach those who wish to learn from me. I love being alive, and I will be the best man I possibly can." Now, that's that post was written by a young man named Duane Allman. Now, you know me and my connection with music. You probably know where I'm going with this. But Duane Allman had just moved back to Florida after getting out of just a disastrous record contract that he and his brother had out in California. And just a little over 2 months after he wrote this New Year's resolution, he calls his brother, who came back to Florida, and it was he, Butch Trucks, J-Mo, Barry Oakley, and a man named Reese Winans got together. Before Greg got there, but they got together and created some jam sessions. And Reese Winans, played the keyboards, played the organ. kind of stepping on little brother's toes there a little bit, but when Greg got there, he had brought some original songs, and it was kind of the germ of a pretty significant band in rock and roll history. And I believe it really started on that New Year's resolution post that Duane Allman made back in 1969. Every story, every great story has a beginning. Every great story has a middle. Every great story has an end. We got to control those. We've got to create those intentionally, those beginnings, those middles, and those ends. And the thought that I want to leave y'all with is this. What's a story that you want to tell about who you are, about about who you want to be in this world as we move forward here in this new year? You can comment below, let me know, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Again, Happy New Year, and by the way, the greeting is Happy New Year. Happy New Year. No New Year's here, okay? Happy New Year. Today is New Year's Day. It's not Happy New... Anyway, I'm getting pedantic here. I love you all so much, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.